Okay, good morning, everybody. Praise be to the Lord. Welcome back. We're going to continue with our classes. Now it's math class we're going to have right now. So we're going to continue with the divisions of fractions, right? We're going to watch a video again to just to remember how to divide. In this hour, we're going to see how to divide mixed numbers, improper fractions or simple fractions, right? In the next hour, um, after the lunch, the recess, sorry, we're going to watch how to divide fractions with mixed numbers. All right. Also, Wednesday we're going to learn how to divide fraction with a whole number. Right. So please, I only have 20. Well, I will pass my attendance list at the end of the class, as always. So we are going to, I only have one that is excused, and that is this lady. Oh, no, kidding this. So we're going to start watching the video. So please watch the video and take notes in your notebook. Okay, to understand better the exercise and practice. Some exercises I will give you at the next hour. So please pay attention to the video that I will already watch with you right now. All right. Yes. Yes, Madeline, do you have a question or something? Yes, Madeline, you can. Yes, of course. Okay, let's see how many students I have. 22, my goodness. Okay, let's watch the video. We're going to make some exercises, okay? Please pay attention.
In this video, we're going to focus on dividing fractions. So let's start with this example. How can we divide 4 over 3 by 2 over 5? Perhaps you've heard of the expression keep change foot. So what it means is that you keep the first fraction the same, you change division to multiplication, and then you flip the second fraction. So now we can just multiply the two fractions. So let's multiply across. 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 2 is 6. So we have 20 over 6. Now what we need to do is reduce 20 over 6. Since both numbers are even, we can divide both numbers by 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And so the answer is 10 over 3. Now let's try another example.
Okay, you can see in this example, he used the method of the switch, right? But if we use the method that I told you that you have to multiply, okay? It's the same thing. What is the method that I use? Cross multiplication. It's the same thing, okay? It's the same thing. The only thing I omit is to write the exercise again, okay? That is the only thing I omit. And do that cross multiplication instantly, okay? Let's continue.
Now let's try another example. 3 over 5 divided by 1 over 4. Feel free to pause the video and try that example. So let's keep the first fraction the same, and then let's change division to multiplication, and then we're going to flip the second fraction, and then multiply across. So 3 times 4 is 12. 5 times 1 is 5. Now, we can't reduce this fraction, so this is going to be the final answer. It's 12 over 5. Now, let's try an example with large numbers. So let's say if we have 12 over 21 divided by 16 over 28. So feel free to pause the video and I'll work on that example. Go ahead and give it a shot. So let's keep the first fraction the same. And as always, let's change division to multiplication. And then we're going to flip the second fraction. Now, when multiplying two fractions, if you have large numbers, it's better to simplify before you multiply. We can rewrite 12 as 4 times 3. And 21, that's basically 7 times 3. 28, we can rewrite that as 7 times 4. And 16 is 4 times 4. So we can cancel a 7, we can cancel the 3, we can cancel a 4, and we can cancel another 4. When everything cancels, your answer is a 1. If you think about it, 3 divided by 3 is 1. 4 over 4 is 1. So the whole thing is simply 1. Now let's move on to our next example. And so it's going to be 30 over 24 divided by 45 over 72. So go ahead and try that example. So let's begin by changing division to multiplication and by flipping the second fraction. So what can we break 30 into? So what two numbers multiply to 30? You could say 15 and 2, you could say 10 and 3, you could say 6 and 5. But notice that 24, you can write that as 6 and 4. So therefore, we want to make 30 equal to 6 times 5, because 24, we can make it 6 times 4. And we can cancel a 6. So you always want to break down the numbers in such a way that you can cancel after you break it down. Now, 72 and 45, they're both divisible by 9. So I'm going to write 72 as 9 times 8 and 45 as 9 times 5. So at this point, I can cancel a 9 and I can cancel a 5. So I'm left with 8 over 4. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the final answer in this problem is 2.
Okay. There is something important in here, people. There is something very important in here. Do you remember some exercises last week that I stopped in the final answer and I didn't simplify? The reason is because the denominator is less than the numerator. Okay. If you see the process in here, we only put a period in here. Okay. We only put a period in here and make this process again. All of this process. We're going to learn that. Don't worry, people. Don't worry.
Final answer in this problem is 2. Sometimes you may need to divide two fractions in this form. So let's say if we have a fraction over another fraction. So we have two fractions placed in one big fraction. How can we divide those two fractions? It's important to understand that this expression that we see here is equivalent to this expression. It's 24 over 63. And this big fraction means divided by the other fraction, 32 over 27. So now it's in a form that we're more familiar with. So using keep change flip, it's going to be 24 over 63 times the reciprocal of the second fraction, 27 over 32. So now we need to find a way.
¿Qué? ¿Todavía sigues buscando ayuda en matemáticas en canales de YouTube? Los videos de 2006 aún llegan.
The best way to basically break down these numbers so that we can cancel and get a final answer. So what two numbers multiply to 24? We have 1 and 24, which is not going to help us. 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 6 and 4. Now looking at the 32, 32 is divisible by 8, not by 6. 8 times 4 is 32. So therefore, I want to break down 24 into 8 and 3, and 32 into 8 and 4, because I can cancel an 8. Now looking at 63 and 27, both numbers are divisible by 9. 63 is 9 times 7, 27 is 9 times 3. So I can cancel the 9. So let's write out what we have left over. So in this fraction, we have a 3 and a 7. And in the second fraction, we're left with a 3 and a 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 7 times 4 is 28. And so this is the final answer. We can't simplify it any further. Now let's work on another problem. A similar example. 14 over 38 divided by 35 over 57. So go ahead and work on this problem. Let's begin by rewriting it, just like we did before. So this is 14 over 38 divided by 35 over 57. So now let's convert division into multiplication using keep, change, flip. So let's keep the first fraction the same, change division to multiplication, and we're going to flip the second fraction. So now let's simplify before we multiply. So looking at 14 and 35, both numbers are divisible by 7. So I'm going to write 14 as 7 times 2, and 35 as 7 times 5. Now what can you tell me about 38 and 57? What do you know about these two numbers? Looking at them, they're both divisible by 19. 38 is 19 times 2. 57 is 19 times 3. And so we can cancel a 19, we can cancel a 7, and we can cancel a 2. So therefore, we're left with this as our final answer, which is 3 over 5. So that's it for this problem. Now let's say if we have an improper fraction and we wish to divide it by a whole number, like 9. How can we divide a fraction by a whole number? Well, the first thing we need to do is rewrite the whole number as a fraction. 9 is the same as 9 over 1. And then we can do what we've been doing before, keep, change, flip. So let's keep the first fraction the same, and then change division to multiplication. We're going to multiply by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So now all we need to do is multiply across. 8 times 1 is 8. And 5 times 9 is 45. And so this is our answer. 8 over 45. We can't simplify this fraction. So now what if we have a whole number divided by a fraction? What should we do? Well, we need to do the same thing. Rewrite the whole number as a fraction. 5 is the same as 5 over 1. Let's keep the first fraction the same, and then let's change division to multiplication. And then we're going to flip the second fraction. Now, we have no choice but to multiply across. 5 times 7 is 35. And 1 times 12 is 12. So this is our answer. 35 over 12. Now sometimes you may need to convert an improper fraction into a mixed number. And so that's going to be the next video in the series. I'm going to put a link to that video in the description section of the video that you're currently watching. So feel free to check that out, and that'll teach you how to convert an improper fraction into a mixed number. Thanks for watching.
Okay. What can what can we see on the video right now? If you see, we have the different methods of how to make a division with fractions, people. Okay. It exists a lot of methods. Okay. But we are going to focus. It's only one method that is the most easy way to understand how to divide a fraction. Okay, if you see, first you have to switch, then you can make the cross, then also you have to make another operation when the the denominator is less than numerator. Okay, to change it to a mixed fraction, right? So let's see. Let's see some exercises we're going to do right now. Okay, let's see some exercises we're going to do right now. For example, if I have two, I hope you copy in your notebook, 2/7 or 2/7 over 3/4. Let's try to do this. Let's try to do this and try to give me the answer. If you need to simplify, simplify. Okay. If you need to, well, actually, if you need to simplify, just simplify. That is the way you have to do it. You finish. Let's see. I saw something of you. More people, I have one result, and the people said 8/21. Let's try to make it because this is very fast to make it. 2 times 4 is 8, and 7 times 3 is 21. And that is my final answer. And that, yes, it cannot be simplified. It cannot be simplified. Right? So, let's see. Another one. I will write some exercises. Please try to do it. Let's see. 5/11 divide 4/6. That is one. 7/8 divide 2. What color? That 2, it's ugly. 2/6. And let's see. Wish ugly 6. 6 over 3 divide 4 over 12. Do this exercise, people. Do all of this exercise and we're going to check it. Remember, if you can simplify, simplify each of them. Come on, people, take your time. Take your time, okay? Okay, Roland, very good. But take your time to see what is the answer. Let's see. I'm watching if all of you are working. I have 23 students. Please, if you have any question, don't doubt to make it. Okay, very good, Yvette. Come on, people, keep working, keep working.
Finish.
Okay, very good. Very good.
I finished.
Very good. Excellent.
I finished.
Okay, guys, excellent, excellent. Okay, let's try to make it this exercises. Let's try to do these exercises, okay? Okay, let's see the number one. Don't ask, don't say nothing on the chat, please. Okay. Let's see. Five times six, it's equal to 30. 11 times 4, it's equal to 44. Can I simplify? Yes, of course, I can simplify. And this is equal to 15 over 22. Can I simplify? No. Okay, that is my final answer. Let's continue with the other one. Let's continue with the other one. 7 over 8 divide 2 over 6. Make the operation, cross multiplication. 7 times 6 is equal to 42. 42 over 8 times 2, it's equal to 16. Can I simplify? Yes, of course. And this is equal to 21 over 8. Let's see the next one and the last one because we're going to work on the book. Let's see. 6 times 12. How much is it?
72.
72. Very good. 72. And 3 times 4, it's equal to 12. It's equal to 12. Can I simplify?
Yeah.
Yes, of course, I can simplify.
36 over 6.
Exactly. 36 over
Over
6. And can I simplify this?
yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
18 over 3.
18 over 3.
18 over 3 over 3.
Yes.
Yes. 18 over 3. And can I simplify? Can I
No.
simplify? Yeah,
No.
of course I can simplify because both are multiples of 3. 3, okay? There is something you have to learn. When a fraction, okay, when a fraction, it's only get, for example, I can simplify this, okay? It's multiple of 3, so it's 6 over 1. In this case,
Final answer.
the one is imaginary. You don't need to write it, right? And I can continue simplify this because 6, it's multiple of 3. And my final answer is 2, right? My final answer is 2. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Do you have any question right now? No? Ow. Okay, let's continue, people. Let's continue. Okay, we have in our book, okay, some exercises you have to do on pages number, okay? You have to do some exercises. I hope you make it the last exercises that I told you, okay? And the next hour we're going to discuss it, okay? Okay. So, as an assignment, this is an assignment, okay? And please check the exercise you're going to do. You're going to work on pages number 541. Let's see, yes. 541. 542. Only that. 541 and 542. This is like how to make divisions with multiplications, okay? It's the same thing that I already explained with you, okay? So, do you have any question? No? Okay, see you at 9:30 for the second hour of math. Wait. Don't out, don't get out because I don't know who's missing, but who's missing? ¿Quién se salió?
José Antonio.
José Antonio Valenzuela is missing.
Sí, mister, ya se salieron dos.
Yes, but only Jose Valenzuela is missing. Because I can see I check how many of you are enter. Okay, so people, see you at 9:30. Enjoy your recess. Bye bye. Start to work on Imagine Learning.
Hi, Mister.